Welcome back to another episode. And today we're going to talk about depression. How depression is a doorway when pressure turns into call of transformation. Sometimes we look at it as something negative, but when we really understand why it's happening, it changes everything.
Okay, let's go.
First of all, I want you to know that you are safe. Today, I want to talk about this topic because it has become something that we see all the time, and sometimes we don't even know how to address it because some people feel ashamed to say, I have depression, or feel that somebody would judge them. But depression is not a shameful label. It's not something to hide, but it's something that many of us meet on the road of becoming. I want to start with something that I have learned in my own life. Sometimes depression shows because your body and your soul has been under so much pressure, and it's time that you will address it. There are seasons where you have been carrying everything: the business, the family, the expectations, the bills, the image that you're trying to hold together. And you keep pushing because you think pushing is making you look more strong. But then one day you wake up and your body says, no more. I can't take this. I'm done. Your energy drops, your motivation disappears. Things that used to excite you now feel heavy. You don't even feel like yourself. And in that moment, you might say, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with my body? Why do I feel this way? But what if nothing is wrong with you? What if your system is finally telling the truth about what you have been enduring for years, for months, or for days? For me, I remember seasons where I was in high functioning outside, but numb in the inside. And I was still working, still serving, still showing up for everybody. But I wasn't living, I was surviving. And I felt like my soul was whispering, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing life with so much pressure. That's when I realized depression can be the moment your spirit taps out and wanted to speak to you, not to destroy you, but to support you. Let's get it really clear because I want to honor every listener. Depression is a real mental health condition, and it's not the same as just being sad or tired. Clinically, it involves persistent symptoms that affect how you feel, how you think, and how you function. It deserves care and support. But here's the emotional and spiritual truth that I want to offer you: depression can also be a messenger, not a life sentence, not an identity, not a messenger. Sometimes depression arrives when you are strong for too long, when you have been carrying grief that you never process, when you're building a life that it looks successful, but it feels misaligned, when your nervous system is burned out and it can't keep living in fight or flight. Think about it like this: your soul and body are designed for truth. So when you keep living outside of truth, outside of rest, outside of emotional honesty, outside of alignment and purpose, your system pulls an emergency brake. Depression can be that brake. It is slowed down so you can finally feel and you can stop avoiding. It gets quiet so you will stop performing and start listening. And sometimes the new you is on the other side of that slowing down. Not because depression is good, but because God can transform anything. The key is this: Don't camp on depression. Let's speak it. Let it lead to your healing. We never glorify the valley. We honor what it taught us. Then we keep walking, we keep moving. We don't stop in depression because depression is just the path to our promised land. Let's make this practical because I know many of you are building while battling. Number one, learn the difference between burnout and depression. Burnout is often tied to chronic stress and exhaustion from life or work. Depression goes deeper, touching your whole sense of self and hope. Sometimes they overlap, and either way, you deserve support. Ask yourself, is my soul tired because I'm overwhelmed or because I feel hopeless and disconnecting from meaning? And number two, release the pressure of identity. Many entrepreneurs confuse pressure with purpose, but pressure is not a proof you are called. Peace is proof you align. Start by asking, what am I carrying that God never asked me to carry? What expectations are crushing my joys? And number three, tell the truth about what you feel. Depression grows in silence. Healing grows in honesty. Talk to someone safe, a therapist, a coach, a pastor, a friend. The moment you name it, you stop letting it secretly drive your life. And number four, build a gentle structure. When you're depressed, you don't need a harsh routine. You need compassion. Drink water, step outside, eat something nourishing, one small task at a time. Do prayer, do meditation, stay connected. Healing is building consistency, not big performances. And number five, get professional support. If you think you're deep in it and you need support, reach out to a therapist or for someone to help you. Or if you need medication, seek a professional help. There is no lack of faith if you search for these things. They're tools that God is using to help you. Depression is treatable. You're not meant to carry everything alone. This woman named Anna, she has been grinding for years, building her brand, raising her kids, holding her home together. On Instagram, she looks unstoppable. She looks great. Everybody looks at her as an example. But inside, she's known. She's exhausted and secretly resentful, hating her own life. She resents her children, her business, everything she does. But on social media, she looks great. And everybody says, I wish I will be like her, or I will do what she's doing. One day, she really hit the bottom. She cannot get out of bed. She kept thinking, I should be grateful. Why can I not feel anything? But what was happening is that her body was saying, we can't keep living like this. You cannot keep demanding more from me. When are we going to stop? When are we going to take a break? I can't keep going. And her body gave up. When Anna finally slowed down to get support, she started her journey of healing. She said, I need to get better. And I said, it's not about just getting better. It's about you becoming something different, something new. So she started her journey. She rebuilt her business with boundaries. She chose different clients. She aligned with her peace. She rested without guilt. And different clients start to show up. They gave her more peace and did not make her feel that she has to control everything or that she has to be constantly connected with them. The depression did not define her because the depression showed her where she was overdoing stuff and where she needed to slow down to see the healing. It was what her body needed. That the reason why she was resentful towards people and to her own self, it was because she was overworking to try to control everything, to sustain everything, that God did not ask her to do it. But depression brought her healing without her even realizing it. And today, to end this episode, I want you to take a deep breath. I want to share these words with you. God, I lift every listener who's carrying heaviness right now, the ones who feel tired in their bones, the one who have lost joy, the ones who feel ashamed for not being okay. Father, meet them where they are in their valley. Give them the courage to seek help, tenderness towards themselves, and hope that this season is not their end of their story. Turn pressure into wisdom. Turn their slowing down into alignment. Turn their pain into doorway. The new that you're creating. And I want you to repeat this affirmation. I'm not broken. I'm being redirected. I'm safe to rest. I am worthy of support. And I will not stay in this valley. I will rise with a new heart and a new life. In the name of God. I hope this episode brings life to your life. And if you know of someone suffering from this illness, send them this episode. This might help them get up and keep going and start walking into the new life that God is creating for them. I will see you on the next episode.